The story of adult star Lily Phillips from then to now, #UK, and the Bonnie Blue Beef. From the beautiful British countryside of Derbyshire, UK, studying at university, to being one of the most well-known OnlyFans adult stars of today. Lily Phillips. This episode includes strong language with discussion and images of a sexual and sensitive nature. Viewer discretion advised. So I recently did an episode on the UK-born adult star Bonnie Blue and her experiences in the sex industry, plus her arrest and court case in Bali, Indonesia. I quite enjoyed not focusing on a killer, rapist or a child abuser for a change. And along the way, I learned of Lily Phillips, who at one time was actually friends with Bonnie Blue, and even starred alongside her for content. But since then, there has been bitter feuding between the two, and they have clashed on many occasions. To be honest, I find Lily quite endearing. She is the total opposite of Billinger, aka Bonnie Blue, and I just felt like doing an episode all about her, without getting too deep. Great term of wording there, Jen. So I think Lily is absolutely stunning, and pretty naturally too. I personally find her very attractive, and watching interviews and documentaries on her, not loads, but a bit so far, I feel a bit conflicted about her as a person, really. She is genuinely really quite likeable, and seems sweet too. But then I've also seen her parents upset about her life choices, and although it certainly upsets her, it's not enough to make her stop. Plus, she has done some pretty crazy and questionable stunts over social media. For example, this clip, her come on the face video, and going out in the street to see what kind of reaction she gets.
Doing a walk. There's like cars going by. I don't think anyone will notice. I think it looks like a bit like a face mask. Right, we're crossing. Cross. I have been absolutely smothered. I mean, you can see it all in my hair, all in my face, all in my eyes.
I saw her parents even offer to sell their own home if she was just doing it for the money. It was actually really quite sad to see. More on that soon. But just to be clear, I do not judge Lily or anyone else for choosing this line of work. I may not agree with things that they do, but there is no judgment from me here for such career choices. 24-year-old Lillian Daisy Phillips, or better known as just Lily Phillips, is classed as an English pornographic film actress who has a huge presence on the much heard of and utilised platform OnlyFans. She was born on the 23rd of July in 2001, making her 24 years old today. In a stunning place not too far from myself called Derbyshire, here in the East Midlands of England. It is classed as a ceremonial county which borders Greater Manchester, West Yorkshire and South Yorkshire to the north, Nottingham to the east, then Leicestershire to the southeast, with my home of Staffordshire to its south and west, and finally Cheshire to the west. The city of Derby is the largest settlement. It has stunning countrysides in Derbyshire and beautiful houses, primarily built from natural stone, specifically gritstone and limestone. It's truly a stunning place to visit in the UK, and one of my favourite ever style houses made with this stone. I would highly recommend a stop off to Derbyshire if you are in the middle of the UK. Lily grew up in a very loving household to a pretty well-off family. She went on around 2 holidays a year, lived in a lovely place and home with nice cars. She speaks very highly of her parents, and when speaking of her father, Lindsay Phillips, she said, "My dad is perfect." Oh, I love that, and I feel the same about my dad. And she clearly adores them both. And not for a second do I believe, like many people like to say or state, that she ever got abused or has any past trauma. Lily also fully denies these claims too, and I don't doubt her for a second on that. People just always reach for a reason as to why young, beautiful women choose this industry.
People put it down to you're doing this because of this or whatever. Yeah. There's a lot of different factors that go into it.
I suppose the reason I ask is because I think there's so many people who don't understand why women like Lily are involved in such extreme events.
Yeah. I really don't see it as that extreme.
Really?
Yeah. The event that I'm doing tomorrow and stuff like that, that to me is just like another Tuesday. It really is. It has just become my norm. And even before I was doing sex work, I was having a lot of casual sex, you know, in groups and with couples and this and that. And I just don't see it as that extreme or that crazy.
Do you find it patronising when women, men, just like fundamentally believe that you are broken?
Some people just can't compute that people would be into this and still normal and not traumatised.
Yeah.
She has always been very open about her love and adventurous side concerning sex, and in complete contrast to Bonnie Blue, she doesn't spend half of her time fully winding up and talking down to women or females who may be involved with people she has slept with.
Oh, and Karen, whilst you've been slating me in your household, your husband has been in the corner with a box of tissues watching my videos. So thank you for raising awareness on my name. Hey Karens, just a reminder to say thank you for making me famous and thank you for letting me pleasure your sons. Hey Karens, just a reminder, my videos aren't meant for you. You can watch them, that's no problem, but I'm here to pleasure your son and husband. Just a reminder that if your husband goes missing today, don't worry, I'm taking great care of him. Hey husbands, I just thought to say I hope you have a good week, and if you see me, just ask me to pleasure you.
I've rarely seen her ever talk down to a woman, or people in general, to be honest. Lily's father is now retired and previously ran his own very successful cleaning business. Her mother Emma is retired and worked as an estate agent beforehand, providing their daughter Lily and her older brother with a comfortable, stable and loving household and home, and family life environment as a whole, to grow up in and around. Lily and her brother also share a very close relationship, where he supports his young sister in whatever makes her happy. The siblings both had the offer of private schooling education, which can be incredibly expensive here in the UK, and we're talking like thousands of pounds. So it's an absolute privilege to be able to access this and fund the schooling privately. Lily's brother was interested and accepted the offer from their parents, but Lily did choose to turn it down. Nevertheless, she certainly seems an intelligent female, but private schooling isn't for everyone. It can be quite strict and isolating too, with lots of added pressure to perform well in all aspects of education, and ultimately can really stress kids out. So the Derbyshire-born beauty first went on to study in nutritional science, focusing on how food and drink affect the body, including diseases too. So clearly a smart girl. But as it goes, for many people, this became a bit dull and wasn't perhaps exactly what the young female aspired to do in life.
No, like I like pleasing, even though maybe I didn't orgasm that day, you know, to give someone else that is really nice. My ultimate goal is like, I do want to be a bit of a legend in the industry.
She did, however, openly say how she always enjoyed partaking in lots of sex at university and thoroughly enjoyed it. Once thinking of the act of sexual intercourse being a special thing to a person, she found out that she didn't actually feel that way about it. It wasn't special, but she loved it, and really enjoyed doing so. and simply just wanted to do it more often. Fair enough. She even stated how she once wanted to wait for marriage to ever have sex. Lily first explained to her parents that she didn't want to continue on at university and instead wanted to delve into, as she first delicately described it as, glamour modelling. Which we all know. What she ended up doing was certainly a whole lot more than a bit of glamour modelling and tits out. It is clear, though, that she cares what her parents think about her and her life choices, even if it's just not enough to make her physically stop. As the allure of the money-making at such a high level, and admittedly also just the pure media attention it all gains for her, it's just too addictive, basically. It's not just the money, it's the fame too.
Why is this seemingly put together girl doing such outrageous, extreme, degrading stunts?
We've asked the same questions, Stacey. We've asked the exact same questions to Lily. Is it money? Because if it was money,
we've offered to just...
We'd sell a house. We could have whatever
you can have whatever you want, Lily, if you give it up now.
Obviously, we had some long chats with regards to what she does. And obviously,
Are you all right, Lily?
Are you okay, Lily?
Oh, are you okay?
I'll be back in a sec. I just need a moment.
Okay, no problem.
Are you
It's
okay?
difficult.
Listen.
It certainly didn't upset Lily at all.
Mate,
because she knows how we feel. Are you okay, Lily? Didn't mean to upset you now.
Sorry, Lily.
You're all good.
to hear your dad sort of be so candid and so gutted and so heartbroken about what you're doing, how do you feel now?
I totally understand it and I respect that, and that's that.
Is there a world where you would throw the towel in any time soon?
No.
We do know that Lily knows how upset we are because she was upset as well, knowing how upset we were. She was upset at the fact that she's caused this for us.
24-year-old Lily now resides in her own upstairs apartment in the very affluent and expensive location of Chelsea, which is in the southwest of London, known for its stylish shops on King's Road, high-end restaurants and stunning architecture, which is a strong mix of Georgian and Victorian. Lots of houses are usually high-built, with steps leading up to them, so I'd be no good with those. And the famous Made in Chelsea British reality series is also filmed here, where you can follow the lives of the rich, mainly younger generation.
I think you owe Louise the truth.
Excuse me?
The fact you've been unfaithful to your girlfriend.
What are you talking about?
Spencer, please just be honest. The night before Louise went back to Edinburgh, the night you didn't come home. Yeah, Spencer, we know.
Know about what? How fucking dare you come over here and tell her shit like that?
Why would he make it up?
Look at this.
We're not doing... Spencer, this is what you've done! This is what you've fucking done to her!
Are you taking the piss? You must be taking the absolute piss.
It's been going for years now, and I used to love the earlier series at the time. It's very interesting to see how the other half live, I must say.
She means the world to me. I love her. We have had rocky patches.
If you love each other and everything's so strong, why have you had rocky patches? What happened?
What kind of fucking question is that?
What's that?
Dude, if you want to crack on and go head to head on it, you're gonna fucking lose.
And they always have an outfit for like every event. Perfectly dressed, you know. Never probably picked a gun up in his life. Probably never been shooting in his life, but he's dressed for the part. Now, Lily has taken part in many interviews and documentaries, of which I shall play some snippets of for you, and also show you where you can find them and watch them fully. In her documentary with Stacey Dooley, our lovely red-headed television presenter who delves deep into very controversial topics often, Lily was asked by Stacey what kind of money she earns with her content. And once again, in stark contrast to Bonnie Blue, She never seems comfortable discussing money. Embarrassed almost, and also perhaps being smart for protection. But she did, after clarifying that being a multimillionaire means you have lots of millions in the bank, in her words, she did say, yeah, and confirms that she was probably a multimillionaire. She was clearly awkward though talking about it, saying she feels it's distasteful to talk about money.
What are you happy to share?
I mean,
What we're talking?
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Multi-millionaire?
Does multi-millionaire mean like lots of millions in the bank?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say multi-millionaire. You know, I'm someone so English. I find money so uncomfortable.
You find this conversation quite awkward?
Yeah, like this is so intimate to me. I find it a little bit distasteful.
Do you? Yeah. Are you like, Stacey, have some decorum?
Yeah, you're so vulgar.
Whereas Bonnie can't wait to inform us all on the vast amount of pie and mash that she crams in. A bit of Cockney rhyming slang for you there, guys? And a little cheeky pun.
Look, mate, I'm not being funny, but the last thing I want to do is take you to the metro for me. So here's how it works. Give me half the money, I'll go to football, and you can have a wander around where Churchill took with Tom, or whatever it is that you Yanks do in jolly old. Tom?
Tom.
A tom tit, shit. It's rhyme and slang. Like, bees and honey for money. I could say it to you. Give me the fucking bees.
Where's brother? He's been in the toilet for about 15 minutes, like Dodgy Ruby or something down in Bengal last night.
No, look, he looks lost. No, Ruby Murray mate means curry. We call it Cockney rhyming slang.
Slang? Yeah, like bees and honey for money.
Yeah, that's it,
Struggling grunt for
Oh, you went dark.
Why'd you go there?
Like septic tank for Yank. This is Matt, Shanna's brother.
Hey.
That's the proper right. He don't give a fuck, no, does he? He don't give a
Now, Stacey Dooley, the presenter and journalist, media personality, whose documentary Lily featured on, as I said, covers a lot of controversial topics, like sex slavery, stalkers, the terrible goings-on in ISIS, and Russia's war on women, being among them. But she has many, many more, and they can be very upfront, honest, hard-hitting, and incredibly interesting too. Lily Phillips would apparently feature on episode 1 of the 6th series called Stacey Dooley Sleeps Over, where yes, she does have sleepovers with Lily. Not the kinky ones, mind. No pillow fights and underwear here, guys. But she spends quality time with the creator herself, asking many questions about her life. The show is a BBC documentary and therefore can be found on the BBC iPlayer, and also partly, if not all, on YouTube too. I would recommend giving this a watch for sure. But to be honest, when I was searching on the BBC iPlayer, I could only find 3 series, so that confused me. Maybe it's not fully out yet, I don't know. Or they've taken it down. That confused me, but definitely on YouTube, part of it. There are a few times that Stacey is left visibly uncomfortable, and even states the fact. Like in this scene, where Lily is driving Stacey around Chelsea and just brazenly invites young workmen to come and have sex with her. Even after Stacey openly states that she is very uncomfortable with her doing so while she is sitting in the car, saying so again during their interaction with the men.
Some men. We're a damsel in distress.
I can't handle this. I absolutely can't handle this. Lily, I am not comfortable with... No, Lily, I can't. I can't just say you're lost.
Hi. Yeah, are any of you boys available? Well, I'm doing an event tomorrow. Would you guys like to come?
I mean, I'm not a prude, but I feel really uncomfortable.
Free sex, you can do what you want.
I've got a missus.
Well, you guys are all very handsome, so feel free to come.
So, I mean, do you know who Lily is?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on what Lily does for a living? And
So
She wouldn't make her money that way. Make her money
Yeah,
that way.
so choice.
If I was a girl, I'd do it.
would ya? There's no sort of negative judgment.
It's your body, your choice. If you want to do it, do it.
Could you date somebody like Lily?
Nah, I'll be honest, no.
You'd struggle.
Yeah. She's going to make double what you're making in a year doing that.
Yeah.
Depends the way I look at it. She looks after me. It depends, isn't it?
But it's just the fact, like, sharing.
Yeah.
It's the fact knowing what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Lovely to speak to you. Hope to see you again.
See you, lads. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Lily, you are bold as hell. But I suppose you have to be.
Those are the good-looking boys that come to my events, so the more the merrier for me.
They had a pretty nice little chat really in the end. She isn't forceful on these men, just asks them, invites them along, shall we say. Again, quite the opposite to other females in the industry.
Whether you are barely legal or barely breathing, I want to pleasure you and give you something that your wife is not.
Lily says how she really does struggle to fully look at and engage properly with the males she finds unattractive, and pretty much just dissociates in certain circumstances, only remembering some faces and people, often the ones she does find visually attractive, mostly forgetting the rest. It is just sex. Nothing more, nothing less. And as she said, it's not special at all. To her, anyway, that is. Lily guessed the total amount of people she had slept with is in the quadruple digits, which doesn't exactly narrow it down, as that could be anywhere between 1,000 people to 9,999 people. So a big margin there. But either way, it is a lot. Males and females too, by the way. More than most of us ever sleep with in our entire lifetimes. She just loves sex, you guys, and why not, hey? But always stay safe. Stacey asked, "Would you say you're in a constant state of arousal?" Lily giggled and answered how probably about 95% of the time she is thinking about sex, or something to do with sex, which left Stacey completely gobsmacked to learn. Lily said how just looking at people, she wonders how they would look naked, about how big their aubergines are, and what it would be like to have sex with them. Does sound like she has a sex addiction to me, for sure. But she's very open about it too. Perhaps she doesn't realise that that's what it is. On another day spent alongside Lily, Stacey was introduced to an, oh my days, oh my god, real life subscriber who, no joke now, had no idea how much the subscription costs a month because it's paid through his mum's credit card. Literally, no cap. Honest truth. And he even looks shocked when they laugh at this. It was the morning of one of Lily's stunts, and she was out looking for more people to take part.
It's the morning of Lily's stunt.
Are you off work? Yeah. I've got an event. You want to come? Yeah. Hell yeah.
And she's still hustling for more men to attend her event.
This is the place.
Let me just take a quick picture.
I'm gonna get like a bunch of guys and I'm gonna give them oral.
No way, and you invited me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's such a pleasure. I will be there, I promise.
Are you really gonna come?
I promise you, I give you my word, I don't lie.
Are you a subscriber?
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
So how much are you paying a month to watch Lily's content?
I don't know, because it's through my mom's credit card.
What a day!
What a day, innit? What a day. What a blessing, actually.
What a blessing! What a great weekend for you.
Exactly, there you go. All right, then I'll see you later. Yeah. See you later. All right.
What's
Bye,
your
guys.
name?
Adrian.
Nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to
Stacey.
meet Come on, yeah, we're gonna see you later. I'll bring him as well, yeah?
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Later that same evening.
Adrian. Adrian.
Hello.
How was it for you?
Amazing.
Really?
It was amazing, yeah.
Talk me through what happened.
It was just a group of boys, we were all in a circle, and then there was Lily in the middle like a princess. It's a bit crazy,
I can't quite believe you're here. Because we just completely coincidentally, like totally randomly bumped into
I was in
you.
my break at work. I'm here. It is a bit of a journey, but I got my Uber driver waiting outside for me.
Stop.
The content creator is also open about how some friends have distanced themselves from her because of her life choices, because it could come back on them, say when applying for new job opportunities. But again, she doesn't degrade them or bitch about these people or anyone else for that matter actually, or act bitter towards anyone. She just seems quite pleasant. Lily admits in her words how she sluts it up, and is a slut, and doesn't let the haters affect her. I mean, come on, she's too bloody rich to afford a fuck to give. She doesn't care about the hate, but you know, some comments will always inevitably affect these young women, even if not often. Lily focuses on solo videos where she sometimes purely just speaks to people, playing roles such as a dominatrix, and at one point on Josh Peter's documentary, she is seen demanding a male to consume his own man juice, which Josh defo wished he had never heard, and was kind of in shock by.
Can't believe you tried to tell me you weren't a businesswoman at one point. You've got a spreadsheet.
This guy's paid for a bottle of spit and a 6-minute video.
You did what, sorry?
I paid for like a bottle of spit, like just me like spitting into a bottle.
And is he going to receive that? Or?
Yeah, I'll send it in the post.
Lily invited us to observe the creation of a custom one of her subscribers had paid $300 for.
So the guys asked for a kind of adult style, so a little bit more like me telling him what to do. And he's asked for me to wear a black bikini and some high heels. So I'm sure we've got one in here somewhere.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
All the best. Are you? Is it that you're going to get him to eat his own semen?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay.
You ready to be my pathetic little loser for the next 3 minutes? I want you to take it and eat it. Thanks for being my loser. Bye.
That was very interesting.
It's kind of fun. You're kind of like playing an acting role.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah, Josh was defo a little blushed at what he heard in person here, that's for sure. So, Josh Peters, I'm not sure exactly how you say his name, I'm sorry I forgot to check. He is a South African-born YouTuber who specialises in pranks, comedy and documentaries. I admit it's the first time I had heard of him, so I cannot comment on his other work, and I'm personally not a fan of prank channels, depending on how they are done, but I found his documentary on Lily really refreshing. Josh treated the young content creator with respect and dignity throughout, asking upfront and honest questions with no ill intent or malicious feelings, or expressions behind any of them. I think she felt comfortable in his presence, and he does genuinely seem a lovely guy. Highly recommend heading over to his channel, Josh Peters, on YouTube, to watch his Lily Phillips documentary in full. Many others who interview or spend time with Lily do tend to speak down to her and degrade her, but not Josh. An English journalist and staff writer for the American magazine The Atlantic, based in Washington, D.C., called Helen Alexandra Lewis, wrote about Miss Phillips, where she said, "Lily's aesthetics is that of the girl next door, rather than the cartoonishly inflated adult performer. How she identifies as a feminist, which I also hear her say, she believes that a feminist is someone who wants equal rights for men and women. Questionable on that one." Lily isn't a stranger to cosmetic surgery though, making a video on her at Lily Phillips on YouTube, explaining all what she has done, including a chin implant, the controversial BBL, but not the harsh waistline, liposuction, even a toe shortening surgery was thrown in somewhere. What? And not forgetting her labiaplasty, where she had her inner lady lips altered, as they apparently protruded, especially one side which bothered her a lot. She was incredibly pleased with this operation, saying it was the best surgery choice, and now she loves her lady region, stating, "To this day, I think I've got the perfect pussycat, minus the cat." She said it was money well spent, and I do agree with her, it looks good. But she does seem to have a slightly unhealthy relationship with surgeries, openly saying that she really enjoys the recovery time and process, which is a worrying factor. Helen also said that Lily cited the popular OnlyFans creator Riley Reid from America, the Filipino-American content creator Kazumi, and the Australian pornographic film actress and director Angela White as her influences in her life in the adult industry. Lily began on Instagram, where she developed a presence and people began to notice her, where she shared content that began evolving into more explicit material. She then thought about all the sex that she was having at uni, with no cost or added payment for her, and thought, hang on, people are getting rich as hell doing this, enjoying what I enjoy the most, and I want a slice of that pie. Her and Bonnie were around about the same time, close to one another in location in England, and also put out a lot of similar content, and even fake publicity stunts, like when Bonnie joked about pregnancy with both her #cravings post, with raw noodles, chocolate sauce and pickles, plus various videos, like one of her eating chicken nuggets and chocolate sauce, and just generally talking about being pregnant. Plus a video about child support, following her over 1,000 men challenge, Day of Sex and Diseases. Just imagine all the blokes shitting themselves though.
Picked up all my cravings and now I cannot wait to get back and get it straight in my mouth. Chicken nuggets and chocolate sauce. Obviously you need crunch. Chicken nuggets with her, I don't know how to say it, sauce.
So Bonnie, are you pregnant?
I am not pregnant.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. Statement over.
I am not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I haven't even hinted at it. Like, nothing has been mentioned. Very different storyline to what they usually go for. Usually it's just like, oh, those men are disgusting. Like, those men in your queue are weird. But this time they decided to go like a completely different route.
We were just sitting there and you're going, this person's put online that I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, there was another one, and then there was articles, and then it was a thing.
Yeah, just going about my normal day, and suddenly it's apparently I'm pregnant or rumoured to be pregnant. I decided, okay, like, I don't usually benefit too much, like, well, I benefit from the media, but my, I guess, like, followers don't as such. So it was like, okay, let's turn this. This was like a way for me to start doing that. So the last 24 hours, I've hinted at being pregnant. Like, I have never confirmed I was pregnant because I would never ever lie about pregnancy. Baby legals, 100%. Lying about pregnancy, step too far. If I was to have seen someone joking about pregnancy, I wouldn't have seen the funny side of it. I'm the girl that said with 1,057 men, lost inside of me, but no, I am not pregnant. Instead, I want to turn these rumours into a positive and pay for somebody's IVF journey. It's a good job I had to check IDs for the 1,057 because I now need to reach out to them for child support. God, this is going to make me rich.
Only hours later, following Miss Blue's publicity stunt, Lily got in on the money-making action, posing with a full-on baby bump, which just seemingly developed overnight. Oh, and with pictures of Tess too.
It's official.
There's definitely no bump last week, and now she looks 6 months pregnant, so do you not see she's clickbaiting you guys?
After previously being friends and even in content with one another, this copycat move sparked an escalating feud between the two. Both who did the stunt purely for more attention and money opportunities, creating a social media race for views, likes and comments, etc. The two have had various run-ins, mainly via social media. constantly competing against each other. And if you did happen to see my Bonnie Blue documentary, I mentioned how she is against the backdoor, as she likes to call it. So after her over 1,000 men challenge, where no backdoor is allowed with her, Lily then went on to offer male fans on her TikTok account the opportunity to do just that. Clearly a competitive move, but fair play to her. Bonnie often claims Lily steals her ideas, like the sleeping with 1,000 men challenge, of which they both wanted to set the record first, and put out videos how they would in fact do so.
Last week I did 101 guys. Now this was just the warm-up, because in February I'm going to be the first person ever to reach 4 digits of guys all in one day. Yes, 1,000 guys.
A world record of 1,000 men in 24 hours. It's going to be very quick. I'm excited. The only thing I'm nervous about, I'm like, what if people don't turn up?
You know, it's quite funny seeing the similarities, isn't it? Miss Blue says that Lily is a poor imitation who copies her content, ideas and stunts. And I'm saying nothing. Bonnie says Lily has no brain cells, even though she studied at university, and Bonnie thinks that everyone, pretty much, is thick and lazy, and all the other women in her industry are just sluts. Like only she can possess such positive qualities, like being intelligent, kind and caring. It's actually laughable, to be honest.
You could also be a great business mentor outside of the sex industry, I'm sure.
No, they're fucking lazy. Majority of the people in my industry are just sluts. Like, there's nothing else to them. And that's fine. But that's the difference between me and them, is they're just a slut. And I'm a slut, but I'm also very intelligent. And I'm also sweet, kind and caring.
Miss Blue has even been known to cancel podcast interviews with people who previously spoke with Lily Phillips. Oh my gosh, how pathetic. Like she is the only person in the world. Apparently, though, their feud began after a Freshers' Week that they did together, where following, allegedly, Lily denied even knowing the creator, which just infuriated Bonnie. So Lily would film custom-made and requested videos from many subscribers and fans, including phone calls and always prioritising the top supporters and financial funders before anyone else.
So you say you're going to do some work today, like how are you going to decide what to film this afternoon?
I usually am going to prioritise my customs.
Like they've paid for like a customised request?
Yeah, customised request. Maybe I say their name in it, or something that they're really into that I don't have already. What you're up to. Sometimes it's just general conversation, like sometimes guys just want to talk. I just try to keep it very professional.
Your version of keeping it professional is sort of the opposite of everyone else's version of keeping it professional?
Yeah. This guy's paid for a bottle of spit and a 6-minute video.
You did what, sorry?
Just me like spitting into a bottle. Let's go. Oh, it's getting in my eye. Fuck. It's starting to get very watery. I can feel it start to drip. Oh, it's stuck to it. I've still got that big gunk in my eye. I don't know why that part isn't melted, but the rest of it is. It really is in the middle of the day. I think people think that's actually a face mask.
So at one point, it seemed the most men she had physically had intercourse with in one day was 37, which is a hell of a lot already. But Lily wanted to step it up, a new record, like Bonnie, and have sex with at least 101 men in one day, setting a new record for herself at least. Her offer originally went out to any male who completed an application form showing their IDs, where they were from, and more importantly, or most importantly, that they had completed an STI test. But would that rule last? Men all over the globe were invited, by the way, which added more pressure onto the young female to perform and make their trips worthwhile. And she genuinely did seem to care about that. Unlike Bonnie, who's like, you only have to stick it in once to count. 200 to 500 people did first book up for Lily's challenge, but many dropped out, leaving her worried she wouldn't make 100. The day itself was also incredibly disorganised. Filmed in a London Airbnb, I just don't think that Lily or any of her team were at all prepared for anything really that day. The YouTuber Josh Peters was present here and there, checking in on Lily during the day, but not filming any explicit material, and even asked to leave the Airbnb at times too. Josh seemed to find the whole day pretty mentally challenging himself, to be honest. Lily seemed excited until the very day before. Josh even accompanied her on a lingerie shop around Chelsea for the event itself, where she chose the Intimissimi, or something like that, as her shop of choice.
It's all tax deductible.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
Something
amazing.
to do with your business. That's quite nice. A bit more of a push-up.
Yeah, I've left Lily to it. Are these men going to be appreciating the time, effort and dedication that has gone into this? It's not actually, but I'm filming a video with a girl who's going to be sleeping with 100 guys in one day, and she is picking out her outfit for that day.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Does she find them on the internet?
Yes, so you can apply if you're a subscriber of her OnlyFans, so up to 100 people, and then the whole 100 of them get to have sex with her one at a time on the 19th of October in London.
Oh, and it's on television?
It's going to be on her OnlyFans.
Oh, I see. Okay. She's got to have an early night tonight.
Yes, she does.
Okay, lovely.
Okay. Have a great night. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye there. She seemed kind of okay with that, which I wasn't expecting.
But on the day of the event, he could see it was affecting her more than even she expected it to herself.
No one, including Lily's team of assistants, seemed to have much of a plan in place for the day.
I don't know what's going on. No, there's a lot of forms this time. The admin side of things is crazy.
Having had their IDs checked and release forms signed in order to allow publication on OnlyFans, 6 men sat anxiously on a sofa, waiting for their turn to have sex with Lily. Meanwhile, it seemed the reality of what Lily was undertaking was starting to become slightly more real.
Hello.
Hello, how are you feeling?
Nervous, no, excited. It's nice to actually meet the boys because it puts you at ease a bit.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. Is it
And you're not getting.
How are you feeling?
No, I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Just putting a baby monitor in here so I can keep an
Oh,
eye
that's
on
smart.
you.
Yeah. Have you had like an energy drink?
Yeah, I had a squash pastry in the car.
Okay,
So,
and
we fueled up.
lunch or anything? What do you think?
I think I'm gonna have a break. I think it gets to about 12 and have a little
Okay.
Breeze.
Yeah, that's good. Are the guys going to shower? Or
No.
They've just come straight. And the condoms?
Yeah, they're in my bag. I bought like 200 of them.
Yeah. Do we think we're going to get to 100 today?
Yeah, I'm not leaving without it.
Just not prepared or organised enough at all. Anyone. They were seriously behind with time, and Josh was now informed that he couldn't speak to Lily on her lunch break, as she had been forced to completely skip it. Not at all ideal for her mental and physical state, which is worrying, to be honest. Lily appeared to be so focused on prioritising how each man felt when they entered the room, being hospitable, friendly and talkative, instead of straight down to business, and with gangs of males, say, that she seemed to lose herself, becoming emotional after the fact, and some men literally travelled around the world for time with her, expecting at least 5 minutes in her presence. But many felt shortchanged, and even miffed with her if they only received 2 minutes, say. I guess that's a lesson to her and her team to not make promises you cannot keep, and also to maybe keep it local, and organise a few things even, plus just skip the chat. When talking to Josh, after being with 100 men, you could tell the day had taken its toll on her, in various ways. Lily's eyes were all red and swollen from all of the man juice that went into them, even when she specifically requested that the males did not do so. She allowed them to finish on her face, so come on, you can't expect perfect precision and a perfect aim in that situation, can you?
I've taken so much liquid in my eyes over the past month that it's now having a permanent effect on my eyes. This video was just the start of it. They were stinging so much here, but now they're so much worse. First group scene done. That was a lot of fun. And now I'm on to number 16. I think about 70 people through. This is what the room is looking like. Not in the best state. We've kind of got things everywhere. Someone brought me a rose. Oh my god, I forgot to vlog this. Someone brought me a fucking rose. He was the sweetest boy ever.
She said she wasn't as sore down there as she expected to be afterwards, but her eyes were really suffering. The room itself was covered in tissues and used condoms, and everyone said it just stank. Ew. The cameraman was even heard gagging and coughing because he wasn't good with bad smells. Oh god. Just imagine.
Hello. How are you? Lily offered to show me the aftermath of their stunt.
Oh, it stinks.
What does it smell like?
Like brace yourself. Brace yourself.
Oh, holy shit.
I guess it... You actually can. Is that real?
Yeah, he's not good with smells. Lily then walked us through the process that she had repeated 100 times that day.
Come on in, make yourself at home, take your shoes off. I've got some hangers here if you want to put your coat up.
Nice.
Come on in, where you travel from today? Oh, lovely. Yeah, oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'll get you on the bed, make yourself comfortable, take off your trousers, and we're going to have a fun time. And then I'll give them the phone camera. I'll just say, I'm guessing you don't want your face in it.
Yeah.
And if they don't, it'll be POV phone camera.
Yeah.
I'll start usually with a and then I'd say like, is there anything you like, don't like, any certain position you want to do?
Yeah.
And then yeah, we kind of got straight into it.
Did you do the with a condom on or?
No.
No.
I didn't. Condom off.
Okay, but then like once they're having sex and it's like condom on type thing. It does smell a lot like sex. I mean, and there's rose. That's nice. Did one of the guys?
Rose.
And how are you feeling?
Surprisingly, downstairs is not really sore.
Okay.
It's more just tired. My eyes sting like nothing else.
Why?
Because of all the cum in it. I think I repeatedly said, you can come on my face, but not in my eye.
And they just went right at the eyes.
Well, I think like it might have been an accident. But no, I mean, I've definitely seen some spunk today, Jesus. And it just took definitely a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I think it was when it was only like 40 and I was like, I'm not even halfway yet.
Yeah.
And 40 is still a lot of people. Like, imagine 40 people and be like, I'm not even halfway, like, done.
Lily had arranged for a friend and magician to perform and entertain men waiting for their few minutes in Lily's room. Some males even returned later the same day for round 2, so she clearly left them wanting more. Some, though, genuinely did feel unhappy that they had travelled so far for such little time alone, leaving Lily feeling bad and visibly upset. She clearly has empathy for others, and did actually care how each person felt, like not including their faces in the videos if they didn't feel comfortable with that, and offering them the choice of which positions they would like to do. How kind. Things took a lot longer than anyone expected though, and I believe that's because Lily just cared a lot. Not wanting the men to feel rushed, for example, and welcomed into the space. Lily admitted it was intense, more intense than she ever expected, even resembling it to being like a prostitute. And she's not sure she would recommend it. The one in, one out was different to what she ever expected.
And I think I had a sandwich, and that was and then the rest come. It's not for the weak, girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might?
Definitely.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Just take
Yeah, 1 minute. You know when I talked to you last, like I was not nervous, it was like the day before, I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. But it was good. It was more, I guess the interactions weren't like, I'd have to stop them early. You'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go. The awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like you didn't give them a good time.
And that's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish, I've come all this way. Kind of like guilt tripping me a little bit. I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal sex at all. I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? If I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know. But yeah, I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them. Oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet.
I think it was more her awkward interactions and pressures from the males themselves, also perhaps just not feeling good enough. Some even guilt-tripping her over the cost of it all and wanting more in general. She cares a lot, that's what I get from that. Feeling bad about letting people down on their promises. Finishing off with Lily saying how she didn't feel she had processed it all, what had actually taken place that day, with these ending words: God, I won't forget this day, Jesus. And still quite emotional.
God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
Josh was actually surprised and sad at just how upset Lily was. But then, not long afterwards, the adult content creator confused him by announcing that I'm going to be the first ever person to be with 1,000 men, all in 24 hours.
She had stressed to me throughout my time with her how excited she was for this challenge and how this was her fantasy, so to see her so visibly upset at the end of it all was really sad. But my confusion was only added to in the days following our filming with Lily, as she announced to her fans that in February of 2025, she would be sleeping with 1,000 men in a single day to break the world record.
Last week I did 101 guys. Now this was just the warm-up, because in February I'm going to be the first person ever to reach 4 digits of guys all in one day. Yes, 1,000 guys.
I believe that was on the 5th of November 2024, with promises to do it in February of 25, I think. As far as I can find, Barney posted about doing the exact same on January the 11th of 2025, but I'm a little confused on the dates, so if anyone can clarify for us all in the comments who exactly said it first, and ultimately who copied the other, here would be great. Either way, an obvious competition between them both. As I said before, her sex event began with all participants required to send full information, which included STI pass tests, but because so many people dropped out last minute, she ended up recruiting other untested strangers to take part, including in her mouth. Extremely worryingly, Lily was totally unaware that HIV, for example, can be passed on and transmitted orally. Plus, loads went into her eyes. Now, you really should do your research into the serious, lifelong health effects and potential dangers to such acts, because your life could truly be ruined forever from just a minute or two of a sex act. Take it from someone who has multiple chronic and incurable health issues that have destroyed me, my body, mind and soul, plus everything I ever wanted to achieve in life. That was nothing to do with having sex with 1,000 men, by the way. Is it really worth the risk for fame and money? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, but please, please remain respectful. And thank you in advance, guys. So, Lily promised to beat the 1,000 men world record in February of 2025, but following Bonnie's promise to do the same, and even so-called beating Lily to the achievement, Miss Phillips would go on to cancel the entire planned event altogether. Apparently, the British actor and comedian Russell Brand had shown Lily support and care, even offering her protection, when, funnily enough, the very same male had actually been charged with rape and sexual assault himself. So, probably not the person you would choose to protect you. And as little as 3 days prior to me writing this part, has been charged with a further 2 offences, including rape relating to 2 separate females. They're the further offences. I feel a Defamed Stars episode coming on here. People loved my Rolf Harris episode, but man, I did work hard on that one. I once looked up at the TV and everyone had Rolf's noncy fucking face. Waking up singing, 2 little boys. Oh no, I knew I had to take a break right then.
Yeah, that's good, that's good.
Rolf, I know that the Australians aren't affected by hierarchy and things like that, but I did notice that you kissed Sir Jim's ring when he came in. Is this an exception for you?
It was somewhere for the bishop.
Lily always speaks so well and eloquently, not swearing, talking dirty constantly and bitching about people in general. Well, I do mean on her documentaries and interviews. As over on her YouTube shorts, for example, she is much more herself. More bad language and dirty talk, which I respect how she turns that off when being interviewed or on a documentary. And she also does amuse me quite often too, even if some of the shenanigans I do not agree with.
My next event is going to be all backdoor. I want to see how many of you I can take before I need a nappy.
Oh. A nappy? She said a fucking nappy, for Christ's sake!
Like, what guy seriously is watching that and going, I'm gonna be the one to make her have a nappy? Like, seriously, how can anyone look at this and be like, yeah, that's something that I'm interested in? That's piqued my interest. Let's see if I can get the day off work for this one.
So today is the day of the big backdoor shoot. I've just had a shower and now I'm getting ready because I've got to go to the hairdresser. I'm just getting a little blowout all ready for it and I'm really excited. That's how the hair has turned out. Now I just need to do some makeup and obviously prepare back there, ready for all these guys. I know, I'm so excited. It's so nice to meet you. I feel like we're like soul sisters.
Yeah, so crazy. I've never met anybody who's like crazy as me. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of people.
Yeah, there aren't many girls that would agree to this. I bet as well we're probably going to fill the room. Well, probably even a bit more. We are getting ready. Very excited. All the guys are lining up here. Obviously when doing backdoor, I haven't eaten like last night, I haven't eaten this morning or anything like that. Now I'm going to be updating you guys to see how many men it takes to fill a jar up. Now this would usually be going on my face, but instead I'm sacrificing it for scientific reasons and it's going in the jar. It's time at this kind of event.
Yeah.
Are you excited then?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh really? Oh my god, amazing. I was going to ask where have you travelled from, but let's not dox you.
No.
And have you ever done it in the back door?
No.
Oh my god. I hope you're all excited. I want us all to have a sick time.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you use a bit of lube when you go in the ass, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And yeah, have fun. If you feel uncomfortable at any time, if you want to stop, just say no. You know, you guys know how to speak. Yeah, let's just have a good time. Obviously, if we are like uncomfortable or anything like that, we'll usually just like tell you to stop, or usually if like we're pushing you off, like do just like come off like for a second. And also if I do your cock, I apologise.
Later.
No, we've actually got a face mask on. Yeah. Guess what just happened to us? Thingy onto my face.
Oh my gosh.
Dried up.
Crazy. It's like one of, oh my gosh. It's like one of those masks.
Proper. Guess what just happened to us?
We took it in the back door.
Hell yeah.
She also points out how she had the perfect upbringing in a loving home with supportive parents and a brother too. They may have never picked this for her, but they certainly wouldn't disown their own daughter and sister for such life choices. Unlike Bonnie Blue's family members, Lily's parents are not on her payroll, and also do not look for any financial gain from their daughter's actions. Although she did treat them to a £100,000 car. She headed to a Porsche garage, where she selected a black glossy hybrid Porsche Cayenne. I think it's an SUV, but I'm not sure. She claimed on a video that she made about the car that she was purchasing her parents' vehicle with her bop money. Nice.
Hello. Right, today we're going to buy my parents their dream car with bop money. Let's go.
Lily said her dad was great at receiving surprise gifts, but her mum, not so much. Whereas at the reveal, it's quite obvious, even her father feels awkward, knowing how she made the money to buy it. But also appreciates such a huge gesture. You can tell there is a lot of love in this family. Dad Lindsay said he absolutely loves it, while her mum was lost for words, saying, "Wow, you shouldn't have done this," and constantly saying, "What? What?" It's lovely that even if her parents do not fully agree with what she does, they always support and appreciate her, no matter what. Unfortunately, her family have received a lot of hate for what she chooses to do. Her father even admitting people wished that she was dead to him. Oh, that's absolutely heartbreaking, honestly. And this, of course, affects Lily, but just not enough to stop, sadly. Perhaps her parents hold back to protect her on how they really, really feel about it all. I could feel the love and adoration radiating from them all though. It's hard to dislike any of them for me. And to throw hate at her parents is so wrong. She is an adult, and they don't even agree with what she does. They just love her too much to ever risk losing her. Something many people only dream to have been blessed with in life. So it seemed that Lily decided against the over 1,000 men challenge until around the end of June or early July of 2025, when she did in fact state that she had beaten even Bonnie Blue's record of 1,050 men with her own whopping 1,113 in just 12 hours. Wow. She made this upload to her Fansly account.
Yesterday I finally completed one of my New Year's resolutions of beating the world record. I did 1,113 men yesterday, and I'm just honestly reminiscing on how well it went. The video will be posted to Fansly if you want to go check it out.
The thing is, where does this end? The number just keeps rising, as do the huge risks involved too. That is pretty worrying for me and many loved ones to these people, I'm sure.
So I was going to do 2,000 bodies, but someone else is already doing that. And someone else has already announced they're doing 5,000 bodies. So I thought, you know what, go big or go home. I'm going to be doing 10,000 bodies. It will be over like a period of days or a week, but they will all be consecutive.
Lily has already changed the game, even ranking in some of 2024's performance lists as second place, behind creator Elle Brooke, who is from Surrey in England. She reportedly made $17,000 in her first month alone on OnlyFans. I think she also said she made $2,000 on her very first day. Gaining a large following with reports of around 36,000 paying subscribers, supplying her with a lavish and affluent lifestyle in the rich and famous area of Chelsea in London. Lily Phillips is considered to be in the top 0.01% of earners on the OnlyFans platform. Wow. And being very popular and high-ranking over the Fansly site itself too. Lily says she plans on having children of her own, but if she was to settle down with a man, he would have to be open to sharing her and lending her out, as she said to Josh.
And do you think your partner one day will be someone from the industry most likely, or?
Yeah, I talk about this a lot with my parents because that's the one thing I guess they worry about is like, will you ever find a boyfriend? There's so many guys out in the world. I think, you know, one poor bastard's got to marry me. I rather think it's going to be someone from the industry or someone who is into lending me out.
Lending you out?
Yeah.
She also is not afraid to be a single mum, but admits she wants many children, which I think to achieve a healthy, stable and settled down relationship with children too, under such circumstances, would indeed be very hard to manage and keep, and I think she's smart enough to know that. You really do have to find a very specific person. She is definitely maternal though, and I wish her all the best in life genuinely. She never appears to me as evil or wicked-hearted, just another female in a very competitive industry, hoping to achieve success, fame and lots of moolah along the way. Fair play to her, and I just hope she stays safe. Refreshing to see her remain so pleasant and down to earth compared to many of the other content creators out there. Bonnie Blue. January of 2025, Lily travelled to the stunning Miami to attend a ceremony where she received an award by XMA as the Favourite Female Creator, a huge achievement for the young adult star. She said she can't be asked to date people in general, not bothered too much about conversing, just enjoying the sex. And I'm guessing being held down and back in a relationship. Claiming before partaking in porn, she was already at between 70 to 100 people. If this is what she enjoys doing, who are we to tell her otherwise, or that it's wrong? It's her life. What did make me laugh though was when she told Josh how she couldn't remember any of the males' faces, but would probably recognise their cocks. I do actually find her funny. I quite like Lily Phillips, I can't deny. I don't necessarily agree with what she does and stands for as a whole, but I don't judge people who like that. I judge people on their hearts, souls, and how they treat others in life. And all I can see here is someone trying her best to make it in an industry she enjoys being a part of, whilst remaining pretty down to earth and honest at the same time. Yeah, she plays publicity stunts, but gosh, so many people do the same. There is something I've had to actually add in here since I've found out, and this is concerning the controversial old folks video. Lily sparked controversy in March of 2025 when she visited a care home where elderly people go to be looked after. Apparently, this care home was in the United States, where Lily flew to meet her so-called oldest fan, 82-year-old Steve and his buddies.
Lily Phillips announced just yesterday that she's going to old folks' home, specifically elderly care facilities, and meeting her men there, here's a video from that.
I found my oldest fan via Facebook, and when I asked for his address, he actually sent me the address of a care home. So I'm actually here with him and his friends, and I'm going to show them a good time.
I think people are waking up because it's so absurd. They're finally realizing, hey, maybe we should have this conversation. Maybe these things are bad.
She met Steve through Facebook and has said before how she fancies older men, old enough to be her granddad. She received significant public backlash for this stunt, with people even claiming that she was preying on the elderly in doing what she did, although it was widely regarded as a publicity stunt, and nothing actually happened that day. She visited Steve and his old pals. I'm not sure myself, as I've seen some photos which I can't find now, which is annoying, but they are very questionable, seemingly showing sex acts, but also blocking parts, so I don't know because I can't find them. But what do you guys think? Did she in fact bonk the old blokes, or was she simply visiting the old folks? Her most aged fan of all, Stevie the Wonder. What do you reckon? Place your bets in the comment section below. Some people have even claimed Old Wonder Steve, of 82 years young, is himself an adult star, and that everyone involved was. Well, I'm not sure about that, and all I can say is that, oh god, I hope not. But I do feel bad now as I researched, and there is one man involved that seems to be, in fact, a male pornographic film star, who began actually just as a cameraman, and when he saw all of the naked women on set, he was fully drawn into the industry and basically never looked back. He seems quite down to earth, friendly and pretty humble, but I haven't researched much at all to fully comment on him. I believe he has now been a part of the industry for over 40 years. Wow! He also seems well liked by many people too, and I think he's from Arizona. One man commented saying he genuinely looks like he's in love with everybody he does a scene with, like he actually cares about them. The most worrying part to me is the serious dangers that this type of sex work attracts, like, for example, stalkers, of which Lily Phillips is already experiencing at a pretty scary level. On one occasion, she met a 24-year-old male at a pub. The next thing she knew, he had appeared at her residence on the Ring door cam in the middle of the night, scaring the hell out of the young woman, of course, leaving her feeling unsafe in her own home. It was the same evening that they had met, and he drove straight to her property. Through the door cam, he kept repeating that he just wanted to say hello. Extremely creepy and disturbing to say the very least. She has also encountered many daytime incidents similar, but this one frightened her the most. And since this worrying night, she faced a new, way more intense online stalker who constantly creates new accounts to bombard her with. She firstly blocked his original account, but that will never stop a true stalker. Of course, he just went on to create another, then another, then another, persisting on chasing the young content creator.
This pattern of behaviour started repeating, and honestly it got really disturbing to the point where I was like, right, if you're gonna carry on, I'm gonna have to block you because this ain't normal. I've never had another subscriber like this, so I could really tell it was him. He would be making like 2, 3, 4 accounts a day, and he's still harassing me on there today. It's now gotten so bad that he argues with my other subscribers in comment section. He just like abuses me all over social media. And I've actually started receiving letters from my door. And that is actually a huge part of the reason as why I'm moving out of this place, because I fear that he knows where I live. There's actually nothing to help and nothing to stop it. Like, I really don't know what to do. I'm kind of lost.
She attempted to completely ban his IP address, but this was unfruitful, as the unknown man seemed to be using a proxy server, preventing them from being able to sufficiently block him and put a stop to the stalking, which I can personally confirm is just horrific to go through, whether online or in person. I truly feel for her. She was left very disturbed by it all, and not being able to stop him and prevent him following her online presence. It's such a claustrophobic feeling. She did mention how at first he seemed quite nice. They always bloody do. But the part that I picked up on watching the short that she made on her personal YouTube channel about the situation was how she stated he would tip $5. So is that saying he's American? But she didn't actually specify US dollars. So of course, this could really be referring to many countries, such as Canada, Australia and New Zealand too, and many others. But certainly not the UK, unless whatever platform she is using and being harassed over only deals in dollars. I don't know. But I do hope that they're not here in the UK. Let's face it, it's not that hard to catch a flight or find people these days, especially ones with such a huge social media presence. And if these blokes will travel that far for 2 to 5 minutes worth of sex, it always shocks me how, like, for example, both Lily and Bonnie are just in complete denial at the lengths people will go to, for example, to commit murder. She could tell when it was the same creepazoid using the continuous, as she stated, broken English, which is interesting too, and probably means he is from a foreign, non-English speaking country, or at least, doesn't speak English himself. In just the space of around 6 hours during a photo shoot that Lily was taking part in and busy at, the freak left her like 50 messages, which is very disturbing, highly worrying, and seriously desperate. Like, go away, weirdo. She even went on to be very polite and actually apologised for her absence and delay in response, which actually is a really bad idea and move. Pandering to a clear stalker, the last thing you ever want to do. He went on to tell her, this female in probably a complete other country who he's never actually physically met in person and has no ties to, that she needed to tell him exactly where she was going and when, and that she couldn't be offline for that long. What? Sorry? Who the fuck are you? Literally a nobody. But Lily is so polite, it only exacerbates the issue. He told her that all he did during those hours of her absence was sit in his room, waiting for her to reply, which really says such a lot. Abort. But then things took a major, serious, dark and troubling turn when the unknown stalker then began threatening self-harm, saying he didn't want to be on this planet anymore. What an awful position to ever put someone in, guys. I bloody hate people who do this. Major emotional and mental guilt-tripping someone into getting what they feel they deserve and need. So low and despicable to stoop to such a level. Shame on those individuals who do that. I really hope this man gives up and never attempts travelling to the UK to pursue Lily in person. I hope she remains safe and sexually transmitted disease-free. She is blessed to have such a kind and caring and supportive family. And I basically just wish her the best in life. I knew I preferred watching and researching, although I didn't delve quite that deep into Lily. No pun intended, even though she is gorgeous, I must say. But yeah, this was only meant to be a short one. I always say this to Matt, it'll only be a short one. And I've ended up doing a whole last documentary, so that just says it all, really. I enjoyed doing it. There is another dude that I've enjoyed watching his clips too, and his name is Cam Kirkman, and he covered the drama between Bonnie and Lily. My favourite accent is probably the Geordie accent, which is from Newcastle upon Tyne, here in England. and is the accent that he has. YouTuber Cam Kirkman covered the Bonnie and Lily drama and beef. He's really funny, and I just love his voice as well and his input. Definitely worth a watch, and give him a subscribe too.
As long as they go viral, that's all they care about. Talk me through why you did that.
I was just finished filming like a 3 with 2 guys, and so I thought it might be fun to see if I can go out in public with this on and anyone will say anything. That was kind of the reasoning. Not much thought went into it.
Okay, mate.
Maybe if that's like helping you to stand up, I can be on my knees right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's try that.
How does that?
No, love. That's not how it works. I don't think that's how carers are trained. Okay, I mean, I haven't been in a care home 24/7, but I don't think they're doing that behind the scenes. Imagine walking in and your granddad's just getting a blowjob. You'd be absolutely devastated. Be like, hey, every time I come, you're bloody in the bed, standing up for her, are you? Dirty bastard. She claims that she's taking care of the elderly people. However, I think a lot of people would disagree. Do you know, normally when you see like people say they're crazy on TikTok, it's like, oh my god, I've ordered a foot long at Subway. Aren't I crazy? Should have got the 6-inch. No, they're getting 56 inches. Terrible.
I bet as well we're probably going to fill the room. Well, probably even a bit more. Yeah. Why is this honestly like a torture device? I'd be scared to go in this.
Also, you know, there's very little ventilation in this room. I haven't seen a single window.
So schooling starts in less than 4 weeks, and I cannot wait to be back on the Gold Coast, pleasuring barely legal 18-year-olds and, of course, virgins.
Could you imagine a guy her age saying that he would be cancelled instantly? Like, instantly.
Men, just a reminder, don't ever feel guilty for cheating on your wife. It's her fault for being lazy and not pleasuring you.
Like, why do you need to target your content towards rage-baiting women? Like, can you not get these guys to follow you without this? This just says to me that, like, by yourself, you're not charismatic enough, or you don't believe in yourself enough that you could build an audience of men to buy your page without having to piss off their wives.
Okay, so there's not many souvenirs you can take from my queue, but what you can do is bring your wife's underwear, put my juices on them, so at least when you give them back to your wife, you're going to find her somewhat attractive.
Do you know, to even say something like that, to even think what you've just said and then speak it out loud, I feel like she needs an exorcism, right? We need a cross, just like the power of Christ compelled you. There must be a symbiote in her. Like, I'm convinced this isn't actually a human being at this point.
I'm sorry, I'm a virgin.
You're not a virgin.
I am.
You're not.
Like, did you see how her face lit up when he said he was a virgin? It was like she'd been given a golden ticket to Wally Winker. Wally Winker? Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. Wally Winker, that's his brother. That's the second instalment in the series. I've seen it before. It's out, guys. You wouldn't know. Influencer invite only. Sorry, guys.
Are you actually a virgin?
Well, actually not after that. Jesus Christ.
Okay, the first thing he asked for was a lick around the...
I can't. Right. I was trying to make it through the clip. I just can't. It's just drastic, man.
So everyone, what did you think of this episode? How do you feel about Lily Phillips and her career choices? Please share your views below, but remain respectful. Thank you all for being here. Comment and subscribe for more. And go check out my full Bonnie Blue episode if you haven't yet and enjoyed this one. Stay safe everyone. Random Jen.
First scene shot. Manny's officially the biggest guy I've ever been with.
She broke me.
You broke me. On Saturday, I got run through by 101 guys. So today is the day where I get run through by 100 guys. Towards the end, it was taking so long. So the people at the back definitely got a lot less time, which I actually feel really bad about. I think that was one thing I really struggled with, like telling people no and like saying I'm so sorry, but like your time's up and like I've got to get on to the next. No, like I like pleasing, even though maybe I didn't orgasm that day, you know, to give someone else that is really nice. My ultimate goal is like, I do want to be a bit of a legend in the industry.